TV shows that I loved. Part 1. Orphan Black. It is a Canadian science fiction show. It raises issues about the moral and ethical implications of human cloning and its effect on identity. It is one of the most feminist shows that I have seen, and not just because most of its main characters are female, but from the beginning the show broke down gender stereotypes and featured women in all of the powerful roles, letting them have complex identities independent of their relationship to men. Tatiana has done 101% justice to all of her characters in this show. She also landed a very well-deserved Emmy for her breakout role. Homeland. Claire Danes plays an intense CIA analyst who believes that a recently recovered prisoner of war is plotting to attack America. Her character is unstable and makes it hard for the audience to believe her, which adds to the beauty of the script. There is a constant suspense to the plotting that effortlessly weaves in character detail and emotional conflict alongside this political suspense drama. The Returned. Many religions promise reunion with our departed loved ones in an afterlife or the bodily resurrection of the dead themselves. What will happen if it comes true? Zombies are in fashion today, but this show is different. The concept is quite illogical, but it is definitely unique and worth watching. Master of None. It has witty, intelligent, funny and extraordinary writing. It is exceptionally executed with charm, humor and heart. It is a refreshingly offbeat take on everyday life. There is something very special, creative and fresh about Master of None. Never Have I Ever. It is an American coming-of-age comedy drama. The comedy is partially based on Mindi Kaling's real childhood story, growing up in the Boston area. I love the main character in this show. I was able to relate with her because as a teenager, I also had to mentally deal with the shock and grief of the fatal, life-changing accident of my father. And the story also reminded me of so many other things that as a teenager I went through. The hormones, the anger, the relationship with my family and whatnot. Witcher. The Witcher Geralt, a mutated monster hunter, struggles to find his place in a world where people often prove more wicked than beasts. It is a fantasy fiction and has a Game of Thrones sort of feel to it. It also features the sexiest man on TV. I mean, just look at him. Game of Thrones. It is complex, multi-layered, surreal, vibrant and imaginative. Scenery, sets, special effects, story, costumes, everything is just fabulous. This is a high fantasy extravaganza that captures the drama of battling families. I hope the writer of this book series, George Martin, lives for a long time and creates stunning work in the future too. I hope to live long enough to enjoy all of his work. That is as shallow as it gets. The Handmaid's Tale. Since I am a non-closeted vocal feminist, a lot of people have asked me if I hate men. I don't hate men. Being a straight person, I have spent innumerable hours thinking about men. How can I hate them? What I hate is male chauvinism. I hate to admit it, but I have met with an equal number of women who are male chauvinists. Some of the patriarchy's fiercest enforcers are women. And what I liked about this show is it captures that angle brilliantly. It is a dystopian story when pollution and other factors have led to widespread infertility. Women are controlled, subjugated and treated as sex slaves and baby machines. It is a dark story. The show is unflinching, vital and scary as hell, and at times very hard to watch but impossible to ignore. Upload. How do I describe this show? A sci-fi murder mystery with a beautiful love story. This story is set in 2033 when technology has been invented that allows anyone to upload their entire consciousness at their time of death and have themselves transplanted to a digital community. This is an afterlife comedy. Another amazing thing about this show is Robbie Amell. I mean, just look at that face. And of course, that. I rest my case. Death Note. Clever, slick, suspenseful anime at its best. It is an intellectual thriller with a complex plot and a story that is remarkably inventive. This will remain a classic forever. Watch the original because the remake wasn't good at all. I hope you like these recommendations.